Guys, it's Fonzie with DipYourCar.com. We've got a very fun but very complex dip for you guys today. Now, if you've been following all of our videos for the past 3 years or so, you notice that rarely do we ever bring in Micro Flakes on an entire car dip project, and there's a reason for that. In order for Micro Flakes to work as advertised, for them to shine and pop and really show through, the clarity of the product that they're being mixed into and any product that goes on top of them needs to be very, very clear. It has to be extremely high clarity. So in comes the DYC DipPearl TopCoat. Unlike the matte clear and the glossifier that existed before, the clarity on the DYC DipPearl TopCoat is exceptional. So what we're doing today is we're going to show you how the DYC DipPearl TopCoat can affect Micro Flakes when you're using them on a whole car. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Now, like I said, this is going to be a complex dip. Now, you can use Micro Flakes over either flat colors like blue or black or red PDS, or you can use Micro Flakes on top of a pearl base. So here's what we got for the DYC S4 today. We're starting off with white OEM paint that's on the car right now. We're going to come in with 3 coats of black PDS for our color foundation and to build up our mills for peelability and durability. Now, instead of doing the Micro Flakes directly on top of the black PDS, we're going to be putting 2 coats of the Beta Midnight Flip DipPearl over the black PDS. It's going to be making it a little bit more of an exciting base for the Micro Flakes to work on top of. So we've got white OEM paint, black PDS, 3 coats, and then 2 coats of the Beta Midnight Flip Pearl. Now, we don't want the Micro Flake to sit directly on top of the pearl. We want them to float a little bit, and that's really going to help us achieve depth, which is a really big piece when you're using Micro Flakes. So on top of the Beta Midnight Flip, we're going to do 1 wet coat of just clear, solid DYC DipPearl TopCoat gloss right over the Midnight Flip pearls. Then we're going to come in with a couple of coats, not sure how many we need yet, of the Caribbean Blue-Green Micro Flake on top of that gloss coat. And then we're going to come in and put 2 to 3 coats of gloss on top. So we should have white OEM paint on the S4, 3 coats of black PDS, 2 coats of the Beta Midnight Flip DipPearl, a solid coat of the gloss to kind of give that floating effect, then a couple coats of Micro Flake, and gloss on top. Sounds like a lot of steps, but the outcome should be worth it. I hope you guys enjoy this one. All right, guys, we just finished doing the outside shots of the car and it started to pour, so I'm back in the office to wrap this video up. There's 2 things that you want to keep in mind when you decide to use Micro Flakes on the car. The first is decide how much of a desired effect you want on the car, and that'll give you an idea of how much Micro Flake to put in each gallon and how many coats to do. You can go all the way down as little as 5 grams per gallon, or you can go up to the maximum suggested amount that we used of 25 grams. Now with 25 grams in that gallon, we only needed to do 1 wet coat of Micro Flake And that was it. We got nice, beautiful, even coverage all the way across. So decide that as you go. The control of the microflake effect is totally in your hands. The second thing you want to keep in mind is after your last microflake coat is done, whether you do 1 or 5 coats of microflake, you want at least 3 coats of a top coat to seal those microflakes in. When you're done with your last microflake coat, you'll be able to feel a little bit of gritty sandpaper or so, and you can feel those microflakes kind of sticking up out of the coating. You want to seal them in, make sure you have enough product for at least 3 top coats on top of your microflakes so you get a nice smooth finish when you're done. Everything you saw us use today, especially and finally the DYC DipPearl High Gloss Top Coat, is available directly at DipYourCar.com. If you have any questions, customer service at DipYourCar.com. Really hope you guys enjoy this video. I'll see you on the next one.